I think people who are afraid of AI taking jobs, they are the on the top position. The guy who is not happy is basically not good and on top, and he wants to be there. I strongly feel this. I've seen this in real life. That's why I'm saying this. Oh, people say like, no, AI will going to change the like reduce the job and everything. I think it should change people's life. It will increase jobs, in my opinion.
इन द मोहम्मद रफ़ी, किशोर कुमार एरा सब कुछ मैनुअल होता था। एक पोएट होता था, वो पहले पोएट्री लिखता था, कोई सोच रहा है गाना, बिकॉज़ उनके पास कुछ ऐसे टूल्स का एक्सेस नहीं है, तो हर गाना ना थोड़ा डिस्टिंक्ट साउंड करता था।
Now everything is same. The people don't have money and then they have to go and working for the TCS. Even they're maybe Nolan level people, probably.
Like
Kind of
7 billion
great
people,
movies.
why can't there be more Nolans? There definitely are more Nolans.
Yeah.
If I recommend Sopranos to anybody today, they will say, आप पागल हो, 23 एपिसोड पर सीजन का, 9 सीजन, 10 सीजन का शो देखूंगा बैठ के। I don't have that attention. I can't sit in a place.
Okay, AI आ गया तो मैं अच्छी फिल्म नहीं बनाऊंगा। ऐसा ऐसा अच्छी फिल्म नहीं
सही
बनेगी।
बात।
That's an excuse. Like no, you can make good films with AI also,
आप
without
प्रूव
AI
नहीं
also.
कर। जैसे अभी क्या हो रहा है, एक्शन मूवीज चल रही हैं, देयर इज अ फॉर्मूला गोइंग ऑन दैट एक्शन मूवीज आर वर्किंग इन थिएटर्स, और एक्शन 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 ही क्रिएट करते रहते हैं, एंड देन यू आर सेइंग देन द आउटपुट इज द सेम।
For example, if you're a director, if you're a creative director, assume that AI is an intern who just came out, joined yesterday. Okay. You give some work and it will give you the work instantly faster. That's the only difference. Consider AI as an intern.
Welcome to another episode of Between Two Cuts, where we talk cinema and storytelling with some great minds and people from behind the scenes. In today's episode, we have a special guest. He is someone who's building in the space from a little more technologically innovative direction. We've all heard about AI in filmmaking, phrase that's most debated, gives us both excitement and anxiety, and make us wonder, are we on a creative revolution or losing the soul of storytelling? So I spoke to someone who's actually building it. So today we have with us Jayanti Kanani, who's also known for co-founding one of the biggest blockchain technology company called Polygon. Said he was always a filmmaker before and now has come back to his roots with Morphic Studio, which has AI tools that helps you create films and shows, which he's using himself to create some movies and shows and to tell his stories that he always wanted to do as a filmmaker. Now, these AI tools challenge how we think about filmmaking, storytelling, and creativity. And in this podcast, I asked him a lot of this, how AI filmmaking can feel truly human. Can creators with tighter budget create full-length film using these tools, using AI, and how distribution and audiences' taste might evolve. So this is a fascinating conversation for anyone who cares about where the next generation of creative storytelling is going to head to. Let's get into it.
Thank you, JD, for your time, and welcome to Between Two Cuts. I would love to, first of all, introduce myself. So, I'm Minisha. I think we had a brief chat. I have a small community of cinephiles on Instagram. It's called Jump Cut 2.
Yeah. Thanks, Manisha. Thanks for having me, by the way. So basically, like I'm in the movies and anime space long. Like I've been watching the movies since I was a kid. My father used to watch Jackie Chan movie, Jet Li movies a lot. So I grew up watching those movies instead of Bollywood
Same.
movies. I watch a lot of Bollywood movies as well, but not as much as the Jackie Chan, Jet Li, and not Bruce Lee, those kind of movies, to be honest. A lot, and then obviously cartoons and animations and everything. But slowly, kind of, I kind of started doing software engineering, and then ended up being a software engineer. So in 2000, since 2011 to 17, I was working in multiple startups, companies, software engineer, full stack developer. And during the time, I also kind of creating a lot of side projects. And interestingly, one of the side project was basically betting on the film series, TV shows, by the way.
Really?
So for example, yeah, so Game of Thrones, like everyone died, like some like anyone dies, like if you say,
Who
okay,
will
this
die
character is
next?
great, and he dies. Yeah, so I
तो
created
ऐसा
this
कुछ।
site called like Game of Three Theories. You
Hmm.
just basically bet on who will die or
Who will die
what will
next? That
happen to
was
some
so
universe
sick.
and everything, right? Just yeah. And for that, like I wanted to integrate payments, so I started exploring the Bitcoin, the global payment system, for example. Otherwise, I had to create the companies and everything to accept the payment. And betting is kind of a very hazy space in general. I thought, okay, Bitcoin would be great. So I started reading Bitcoin, Ethereum, and then ended up creating Polygon. So that is also a story of
Wow.
like how the cinema film actually
तो
started Polygon,
सिनेमा
by the
से
way.
स्टार्ट हुआ और पॉलीगॉन वाज
Yeah,
जस्ट
yes.
लाइक पेमेंट्स उसमें करना था, दैट्स व्हेन यू एक्सप्लोर. ये तो क्रेजी है, दिस आई डिडंट नो.
Yes.
ओह.
Yeah. Yeah. So that is actually a story of that. So every company I started, it actually started with the film, or related to films in general.
ओह. और ये क्या था?
Um,
तो यू सेड दिस वाज गेम ऑफ थ्योरीज. वाज दिस एन ऐप या
it's just
ऑनलाइन लोग जाते
it's
थे?
just a site like a Reddit site where
Interesting.
similar to Reddit site, you just post your theory and then people just bet on it.
ओह, दैट्स सो इंटरेस्टिंग. ऐसा कुछ एग्जिस्ट करता है क्या? बिकॉज पीपल हैव थ्योरीज
I don't think
लेफ्ट
so. I
राइट.
think yeah, I
रेडिट ही
don't
है
think so.
बस.
I think yeah, Reddit hai yeah to now like you Poly Market and everything else, for example,
हाँ,
Kalsi Poly
करेक्ट.
Market, but it's not for just for the shows, it's just generic. But I think I was the first to do something similar in that space before in 2017. Um so that is actually people actually find it very interesting because that we also started with the
Nice.
film and the love of film in general. So yeah, so Polygon was there, did very good there. We are still like Polygon is quite famous right now. Also, like people are using it very rigorously compared to the other blockchains. And then 2023, fast forward 2023, I was also wanted to do something else, and one of the things basically I knew like I wanted to make films in my life once. So I said, okay, why not do now, right? I was thinking, okay, when I retire or when I roll, I maybe tinker around with the films and becoming producer or becoming director, for example. So I thought, okay, why not do it now, right? Why wait? So I started the Morphic Films. It's a studio, like it was started as a film studio, animation studio. I just wanted to tinker around with the idea of creating the short films and just slowly making the longer form of anime, etc. And funny part is that no, uh, in India, like now that people started talking about the Narsimha, the
हाँ.
animations, like I think RRR, like Bahubali also coming with the
KGF.
animations, but
Okay.
before it was not no animation at all, right? Like it just Chota Bheem probably, right? So so what I want to do is basically having a very high quality animations.
Hmm.
So that's why like I kind of produced anime called DQN. So DQN is
Okay.
basically Japanese anime actually. He came
Nice.
like this is a Japanese studio, but the guy is Indian. So Kusagro. So he was working in Japan
Wow.
for a few years in anime space. Now he wants to create his own studio. I thought, okay, like I'm going to fund it, and then we're going to create the DQN anime, which is basically intersection of India, Japan, and World War II. Subhash Chandra Bose and a lot of other characters as well. And it kind of we launched some trailers around that. But yeah, that actually started in 2023, 2024. Like I wanted to do that, and then slowly we realized okay, AI is also booming up, and we can also use
Hmm.
AI into this space and make it better, faster. Since I don't come from the AI space, I just wanted to make use of AI.
हाँ.
Not creating our own models or anything like that. You just wanted to use AI to make like create better stories and great stories. And then we realized that okay, people are creating the models, but no one is figuring. No one knows like how to create a better interface on top of that. How
Hmm.
the interface would look like, how the layer would people will interact with this AI, for example, because everyone is a noob in AI usage in a way, right? People
Correct.
you need to have prompt to do something else, for example.
Correct.
So that's why like we kind of started building the platform which is called Morphic
Hmm.
Studio,
Hmm.
which where you can go and then make animations, movies, and long form of content. And that's like this is kind of very overview of
So,
things of Morphic. Yeah,
so you wanted to make a film. You ended up making a studio
yeah,
through which many
yes,
people can make many films. Yeah,
many films.
this is
Yes,
amazing trajectory. Like when you thought of a problem of making a film, you created a solution for much bigger problem of like
yeah,
anybody making a film with AI. That's crazy. This could be a movie. This could be a film. How I went on to
yes.
creating a film and ended up making a
Someone actually asked me to make a movie on me. Like I said, no, wait,
Yeah,
we'll do
that'd
it
be
later.
so good. Interesting. तो मेरे को एक
Yeah.
question ये है कि like you knew you wanted to make a film. When did you get that clarity? Like, was there a film you watched? What was that? stimulus or trigger that you knew in this moment
No,
movie banani hai,
I
like?
think there was not particular movie or film, to be honest. It's just a general like love of film, like you just say, okay, like
Hmm.
I can do this little bit better here and there in movie, like
Oh,
in that angle. So I thought, okay, I can do that. I can definitely create a better film out of it. For example, I could have just removed that dialogue from this guy, otherwise it's irritating, for example. Those kind of things you can notice and then okay, you can make your own movie. That's
nice.
it.
But instead of looking at films and trying to fix them, कोई ऐसी film थी जिसको देखकर you were like, I love films. This is it.
Yeah, lot of films to be honest, but recently obviously the Fight Club is the one of the
Oh yes.
best film. Like I love that. Not the Indian one. Fight Club is it's a
Indian
Brad Pitt
Fight
one.
Club भी है?
Uh,
Oh, there's
yeah,
an
yeah,
Indian
there's the
Fight
Indian
Club.
Fight Club.
Sohail Khan starring
Yeah,
something.
yeah. But I'm in love with the dark comedies more in general. So, for
Nice.
example, you say if someone asked me to create some movies, I would definitely pick the dark comedy in a way, like a Fargo type. Extending
Wow.
the like similar those kind of things or some other films. I also like the movies where uh, do you know this Attack on Titan anime? It's very famous.
I
Attack
have
on
heard
Titan
of
is
it, but
basic.
I'm not into anime. In this video, I think my takeaway should be trying out anime and get enough recommendation
Yeah.
from the pro of the genre.
So yeah, I also love the films where or the stories where the protagonist or the main characters basically do what it takes to do instead of
Hmm.
just hanging to the right parts, for example.
Grey
So
character,
those kind
mix
of
हो सकता है.
great because people are not people are very complicated people in
Exactly.
general, right? They don't know, okay, this is what is right, so I want to stick with it forever. Sometimes you have to do something to get it done, right? So
Yeah.
I feel like I like those kind of movies also trigger the good emotions or
Hmm.
characteristic. Like no, you don't always think about okay, this is right, this is wrong. It's good for the normal films, like general audience film. But when you in general, like films is what is film, right? Film is basically you can create what you cannot do in real life,
Exactly.
right? Like if I can do whatever I want in films, in movies, right? I can
Right.
create whatever I want, what I imagine in the movie. So why not imagine like different stuff?
Exactly.
Um, if I want to, I mean, there are a lot of movies, simpler movies and simple concept you can just see, but it's good. But I want to see the things I cannot do in real life.
Very interesting. Like challenge your limits. Okay.
Yeah. I mean,
Let's
I want to
question
see like
everything. Let's
different.
try to change
Yes,
everything.
yes. Like, yeah. I want to imagine more. Instead of just the romantic stories. Those are the great romantic stories. But I want to see like something like different.
And of course, rightly will fit anime genres and animation in general. Like I also say, if humans and their restrictions are no bounds, तब तो आप कुछ भी कर सकते हो ना. अगर आपको एक ह्यूमन को कास्ट नहीं
Yeah,
करना है जो जंप कर सके या जो उसके जो भी बाउंड्स होंगे. आई एम नॉट सेइंग वन इज राइट और वन इज रॉन्ग, बट एनिमेशन और लाइक द प्लेटफॉर्म और द फॉर्मेट कैन गिव यू limitless imagination playground, like a
it's a
completely
game,
blank
right? So it's similar to game also, right? And game like you can do anything. You
canvas.
just cut people and then go and then do a lot of
Exactly.
things. What you can do in real life, right? It's fun.
Yeah. So that's the kind of cinema that you like to consume, and you also want to like imagine more, which is amazing. I really want to go back to Jackie Chan movies. I also spent a lot of time consuming Jackie Chan movies because that was like readily available in India. So the Mozarbeer CDs had come in, और उसमें Jackie Chan movies बहुत readily मिल जाती थी. And I remember like when I was little, the concept of DVD player had come in, and I used to collect all of these like Jackie Chan movies. What's your favorite Jackie Chan movie? Because I have my favorites as well. I'll share them as well.
Okay, I tell you one movie which I like a lot. It was the older movies. There are phases of the Jackie Chan
Drunken
movies.
Master, the older,
Okay,
the young Jackie.
yes, Drunkard Master, right? So that is actually very good movie. It's a fun comedy,
So
just good fight
funny.
scenes,
That's my
right?
favorite Jackie Chan movie.
Yeah, and then Rush Hour came.
Rush
Rush
Hour.
Hour. There's a different era of the movies, which is also very good. But the
Yeah.
Drunken Master and those kind of movies are very good. Nowadays, like it's a different kind of movies, but I
Yeah.
like to watch those kind of movies a lot. I also remember the Jet Li ka one movie where basically he has like a long, I think he has a kid or something. Let me find it. It's also a
I
very good
don't
movie.
remember
Yeah,
actually.
that movie was the new Legend of a Shaolin.
Oh, so
Jet
Legend of
Li's
Shaolin.
movie, I
I've
guess. Yeah,
seen that. Yes.
yeah.
Amazing stuff. I think full
So
nostalgia.
yeah, so those kind of movies I watched, and obviously name was like Hindi, some name, so I would we wouldn't know
हाँ
like what
हिंदी
quite
में
a actual name
funniest
of the
कोई उसको
movies.
डबिंग कर रहा होता था. I remember the scene
Yeah, yeah.
like in Drunken Master, the master is always drunk. और उसका जो डबिंग था was so funny. I'll try to find that clip and put it somewhere here so people, Gen Zs today, can even relate with what we're saying.
अरे ये मामला जल्दी से खत्म करो लड़के की जान लोगे क्या बीच पे मत बोलो अभी तो इसका कचमार निकालना बाकी है तुम किसी का कुचुम्बर निकालने वाले हो
पहले तो I used to think Web3 से you came to movies, but today I got to know it was movies that led you to explore Web3 and then
Yeah.
and led the creation of one of the biggest Web3
Mm.
projects, which is Polygon, which is just like, which is not even a humble something you did something great on the side. But Web3 का जो एक ethos है, which is everybody who's in part of crypto really relate with owning uh, giving ownership to creators or owners partly, and the whole decentralization ethos that's there. Do you carry those ethos when you sort of started Morphic as well?
This is very interesting. People actually ask me, okay, what is the ethos behind the Polygon when you started? I don't think those things too much.
Okay.
It's a very serious thing. Like you just made like people just make things out of that when they create something out of it. But I just wanted to make
Something cool.
make something which is usable, solves problems, and that is actually how the technology should be, right? You just there is no ethos. Like if you're as long as you're not doing some bad stuff, I think it should be fine, and it is actually making lives of people better. So, for example, I've seen people actually started creating their own films using Morphic, and they are making money out of it, which is amazing thing if you ask me, right? Like this is, for example, let's say people creating the animations started with the animation. Some of the amazing writers wanted to create something stories, for example, for the kids or for other people. They started creating the comics, for example. So I feel like we take the technology very seriously, like in general, like okay, I want to change the world and everything, but people like see WhatsApp. Take the example of WhatsApp. WhatsApp is just a chat app, but people actually change lives. It actually changed people's life,
But
right?
it
Now, like
never
people talk.
started with that vision कि मेरे को life change करनी है तो chat app बनाओ.
Yes,
कोई नहीं सोच सकता
right,
था.
right, right. Like once you make something out of like people and people use it, I think you changed enough lives.
Correct.
In my opinion, right? It's like Polygon, right? It's just the game of theories, and then I want to make like integrate payment now, like it changing people's lives. People making transfers, USDT. People are kind of doing a lot of good stuff on top of that, and it is changing people's lives. I think it's crazy.
Very interesting. So basically, अगर आप ही अपना एक प्रॉब्लम को सॉल्व करने के लिए कुछ बनाते हो तो आपके जैसे बहुत लोग हो सकते हैं जिनको वो सेम प्रॉब्लम हो वो सॉल्व हो जाएगा एंड
Yes,
देन
yes.
व्हेन
I
वो
think
एट स्केल होगा
yeah.
फिर कोई लाइफ भी चेंज हो जाएगी ऑफ कोर्स आई मीन
Yeah. At scale, you actually touching people's life with tech.
यस
In my opinion, with AI, with no AI, for example, people say like, no, AI will going to change like reduce the job and everything. I think it will change people's life. It will increase jobs, in my opinion. Um, yeah,
we'll come to that. We hang on to that thought
yeah,
because I really want to explore that part. But usse pehle, tell me a little bit about. So you have Morphic. A little bit about the studio for also the audience because what we know as lay people who have been using some of these tools at our hands, and I'm talking about non-filmmakers. I'm talking about me. I know about Sora. There are like a lot of text to video, text to animation, text to speech, text to audio kind of tools available. How is Morphic different? And
yeah.
what does it provide? What are the possibilities with it?
Yeah, so mostly like if you think about the different models in general, either or companies, let's just talk about the AI companies, right? So they are either creating the tools. For example, it gives you the list of tools which you use in your whenever you want to. For example, let's say if you want to change your image to here or there, you can go there, upload your image, select the model, select the bunch of things, and then transfer or transform your image, for example. And there are other companies which actually create the models. Sora, VO3, Nano Banana, and other models where you kind of get the researcher, you start training the models on from scratch and then publish as APIs and maybe provide it on in your interface. Now the thing is that people obviously like cannot create their own models from scratch. It's very high money game. And also like there are other peoples who kind of creating the bunch of tools, give it to you. You choose what do you want to use. The knowledge you have probably,
Correct.
right? Which model is great, which model is bad, and etc. So either you are tool first, either you are the model first
Model
companies
first.
in general, right? We are actually story first company, right? When I say story first companies, basically
Wow.
I want to I don't want to start with a model, which model I want to use or which tools I want to use. I start with the what kind of stories I want to create. I start with the text, for example, stories. I want to maybe start with exploring the images and then go back to generating the animation, all sort of things. But we actually flipped the script for with Morphic actually. So we said okay, like forget about the tools, forget about the things. You start with a canvas, very open ended. There is no wires. There is just simple. There is no workflow. Okay,
Very
there is no workflow in Morphic. So people actually started creating this wires and workflow. You do this, you share the workflow. People use the workflow. What is workflow? Like no, I don't want to. I want to free my mind. That's why I also say okay, like I don't want a lot of boundaries. Even if
Hmm.
I take notes, I don't like lines and those kind of things. I want to free flow. I want to have I can
Blank
draw. I
canvas.
can do whatever I want. Blank canvas, right? So that actually gives you better idea. It's hard, right? It's
Hmm.
hard when you are first time coming in. You don't know what to do,
Yes.
right? But once you are there, you start with if you have something in mind, you dump everything there. You start with the flows, images, explorations, characters, and then go back to start model, touching the models, touching the animation out of that, plugging them, and then create this story. So that's this is the philosophy of Morphic Studio, by the way, right?
Very
We
interesting.
wanted to make it very workflow less platform, very exploratively. Like people can come and any kind of do however they want because everyone has the different style of working, right?
Exactly.
So for
I also
example, I
thought
created
that.
this.
Sorry, sorry.
Yeah, the videos I created, for example, on the Morphic, I work very differently than other people. People will still start with the story, they stick to the story and create the images video out of that. I actually start with the exploration first.
Hmm.
Okay, what kind of mood I want. I go back to have some kind of a rough story. I start creating something out of that and change the story in between. Like very intuitive. Like now I change the things, not the story actually, but the flow in between. I change. I know what I want from the story
Exactly.
at the end, but in the in between, I change a lot of things. And I've seen that. So some people stick to the story. They say, okay, I want exactly thing because they is written in this screenplay. But you know, so those kind of thing. So I wanted to keep it very like
Flexible.
open instead of workflow based. So that is very different than other people tools, and you will see that in the feature. So this week we are going to about to launch audio. I think once this postcard go out, we will have audio. So I'm going to speak about that as well. So audio, we going to introduce it. We will introduce the audio in the
Okay.
Morphic,
Okay.
and the UC it will be very different than other people.
Hmm.
So in Morphic, like you create the audio and then you basically start with the clip and then you add the audio there. So either
Okay.
you need to remove it or add it in the same clip. And we have like again free flow. You start with the audio first probably, and then go with the
Images.
video. So why is that? Because no, the recent video we made, it's called Aftermath. The Aftermath.
Yes, I've seen
There is a
that.
scene.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is a scene where everyone is dead and there was a
Dead.
blood everywhere, and then the guy is eating the noodles, the
Noodles.
ramen. Okay, and there was a song behind it. It's a
Hmm.
Japanese song.
Hmm.
So that song actually inspired me this sequence. Okay, so
Very.
what I was somewhere going somewhere, and then there was a playing. This song was playing. Okay,
Oh.
so I did the size up and then recorded the song. Okay, which song is this? Right? And then what I thought is basically this song is very old. It's a romantic song, Japanese romantic song, like a 60s, 80s kind of a song, like a two high school girls singing the song. And I thought, okay, this song would be great when it's playing on the radio, and there were the
Yeah.
people dead around the everywhere and the blood, right?
This song
So
would
that
perfectly
actually
fit
what
a
I
murder scene.
right So I thought, okay, that would be a great sequence
Yeah.
and it will fit the audio. So I actually created that sequence after hearing the
So uska main inspiration was the audio, not even the story.
audio, right? So that actually very, I mean, if you think about it, the inspiration came from the audio,
Yeah, nice.
right? And then video, the whole the visuals came into my mind. So what I'm saying is that you cannot have a workflow
Yes,
of the creation. There is you cannot create the workflow of the creation. Obviously, if you want to repeat same thing, then yes, there is a repetitive. There
hmm,
is no creation,
correct.
and that is actually main philosophy of Morphic Studio.
Being a creative person myself, सबका brain भी ऐसे ही चलता है ना. One at one point in time, at stage zero, there is no idea, and then you don't know where you get that idea from. And my next question was very honestly that अभी क्या हो रहा है ना, there is a filmmaker filmmaking unit, because वो एक ऐसा space है which is already set, it's been in play, and they have a playbook. Your solution helps who? Does it also empower the conventional filmmaker who could be new to technology? He could be, let's say, Satyajit Ray. I don't know, like he could be any
Yeah.
a director who does not know how to technology but knows how to make films. So आपका solution is for whom? For the creator or for the filmmaker?
Yeah. So I'll answer it in two different parts. Okay. So one first part I want to start with is simple current structure of the filmmaking process, right?
Yes.
So in right now in filmmaking process, actually this came from the Pixar, the filmmaking
Hmm.
process we use today. I think they started animation. It was they started with the showreel first.
Yes.
So you create the rough picture
The
of the film, the
storyboarding.
whole
Yeah.
film, and then you refine it. So you don't spend a lot of time in animations and the processing and everything, right? So now, like what people do is that they create the storyboards, showreel,
Hmm.
pre visualizations, right? Previs. You got
Yes.
to previs where you make the whole movie in a bad condition. You can launch it. Some people just launch previs sometimes because they don't have money or something. But you can create the whole film using like very rough raw footages, for example, or raw ideas or things, and then you refine it. You shoot, sometimes you shoot or sometimes you create animation out of it, and then
Yeah.
refine it and do production out of that and then launch it. We actually help everywhere. It is used everywhere. You start with the storyboarding. You go come on the platform of Morphic. You start with the Copilot. You refine your stories, creating the storyboard out of that. But storyboard is not the storyboard you used to see right today. Like it's a very
Yeah.
rough storyboard. But now like, with AI, you can create the whole good visuals out of it.
Yeah.
So sometimes you just use the clips or storyboard directly into the film. You can
Hmm.
do that, right?
Interesting.
Before, obviously, it was not possible. Now it is possible because the visuals are so good. You can just use that in that. Sometimes you change it, you shoot something you use AI, right? So that preview is definitely doable. You create the whole film out of that initially as a pre-base. You can do that on Morphic. In actual filmmaking process also, you can maybe change the camera angles in the post productions, for example, or change the animations or iterations on animations on anime, for example. You create the sketch, you dump sketch to the Morphic, you create the visual out of it, you maybe edit if you want, change the frames, for example. We have done that. We have done recently, we did the project for the, like did the project for the Arunachal Pradesh government for the Dalai Lama conference. So it was a 3 minutes clip,
Okay.
very beautiful clip. If I'll share with you.
Sure.
And what they did is basically 70% Morphic. How they will create the sketch, upload the sketch, convert, remove some of the frames which are not good, or change it, for example. So I think it was amazing. Like initially, they created this in few days. It
Nice.
was not possible for before. And then you do post production, right? You
Hmm.
change the VFX or you change the background, you color grading, and all sort of things. You can also do that with Morphic very well. So I think the process is very like you use
Right.
everywhere. Director is same director. Director also can come and then prompt and maybe change something here and there if they want. But mostly like people, creatives who are working under him, like mostly working with the creator, director to see if it's the output is usable or not, or what they want actually. And then the second part,
Hmm.
I see. This is the process of like the first part is basically just the process of like people how they can use the Morphic or any AI
Got it.
platform in their work, for example. What I would see in the future is changing this process itself. Okay, there will be people doing that because there are now like you don't have to stick this process. You
Okay.
have this process because
You
you
have some
had the timeline
limitations.
of the movie first then, right?
Huh.
So you have people every stages and then they're managing things and then because that's how movie well made
Yeah.
or right now people are making. But
Correct.
now let's say now like if I can just storyboard it in my room in
Hmm.
5 days, then I actually just change the process. I can just basically start making the clips out of it and then I can just create the previews out of that in, with no time or maybe with few crew, for example, few members. And then let's say some part you just directly use in the main production, for example, right?
Hmm.
And then some part I just need to shoot. So now like my maybe process will change,
Hmm.
right? And I feel like that is happening. That will happen very sooner with the smaller studios. Bigger
Okay.
studio is very hard to change the processes,
Change.
right? In the smaller studio, they can do that because they want to reduce the process
Correct.
because they don't have money, right? So
Hmm.
I see in the future this process will change and the models are getting better and better every day. So at one point of time, I feel like the whole process will get revamped,
Interesting.
right?
So,
So that's how it works, right? Pixar changed the whole process of things how
correct.
animation were made, right? And I feel like that is due
Got it.
again.
If you think from a creator or a filmmaker shoe, like right now, of course, you're thinking from a studio's perspective, and like for Disney, it made sense to do that. Can a conventional filmmaker also function very easily when he or she adapts this AI technology?
Yes. I think it's to take our people just it's a take at the end, Manisha,
Yeah,
right? So it's just not the creativity comes from the people. So
correct.
tech will give you what you want. It won't
Hmm.
give you automatically to okay, you want this or you want that. That's a different story, like AI generation and everything. I'm not going to detail of that LLM things. But what I feel like on the creative side of the things, the people director, it just changing the way you are getting things out of the system. Before you have a lot of people doing manual stuff and getting things out of those
Huh.
things, right? Now, like you are have a creative people coming in and just checking okay, what they want, right? Before you had to, for example, give, let's say if you want to create the character exploration example.
Yes.
Now you have some idea of okay, how my character would look like. Then you go to the animators and say, okay, like I want characters. Just go
Hmm.
out and check. There will be a creative director and then bunch of animators. They create multiple characters. They go to directors and okay, like this is the different characters, and then the director and producer maybe choose okay, this character looks good but not innocent enough. Looks like a villain, laughs like a
Correct.
villain. Let's not do that. Let's pick this one. Now the whole process maybe take maybe 20, 30 days to choose
Right.
one character, for example.
Hmm.
Example, I don't know exactly,
Exactly.
depending upon the complexity, but now like the director, creative director sit together, maybe some prompter probably, I don't know, creative director who well was with AI, and then they iterate on the fly. Okay, can we do that? Can we do that?
And that
You
can be
know?
created
So
in
the
the same moment.
yes, but the decision comes from the people.
वो सेम ही रहेगा, ग्रीन लाइटिंग प्रोसेस सेम ही है.
Green lighting process same रहेगी because taste is more.
Exactly.
At the end, you cannot replace the taste.
Correct.
Okay. The movie, even if you give the AI tool, same tool to Anurag Kashyap, same tool to other people or interstellar guy like Nolan, every the film out of that will be different.
Very different. It won't look like the same. Like it won't.
It won't. That's
Um,
what I'm saying. Like if you use tool, if I'm using tool, Nolan using tool, Anurag Kashyap will using
we
tool,
will create
obviously
very different
our
art.
very different. Like that's the thing. Like everyone had a access to animation processes like
Correct.
GPUs and everything, right? The Blender, Maya, those tools everyone had,
Correct.
right? And still India people were making different kind of animation, and then um, Spielberg and everyone is making a different kind of animation out of it.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
We had a
yeah.
studio in India.
Huh.
People actually out like obviously Hollywood also outsourced some of the animation work to India,
Okay.
right? Most of the
Yeah.
time. But
Yeah.
still, India producing not so good animation, and they are producing so much VFX and everything. Obviously,
Yeah.
money is one factor, but you cannot just blame the money. You could have done made better
But
even
it's the
5 minutes
calls the
clips you have money.
directors take. कि यार ये नहीं जा रहा. Like it's those calls that the
But
director or
that's the thing, right? I'm saying this is not a standard. Then this is not a standard.
yeah. By the way, I just got to know like very recently कि जितने भी ये shows हैं Game of Thrones and stuff, इन सबके costume, इन सबके props and stuff India से बन के जा रहे हैं. And I was like,
Mm.
I was surprised कि like the kind of things you see there are getting made in India, like the physical stuff even. So
See, that's the thing. The decision makers are different.
yeah,
डिसीजन मेकर बोला कि यहाँ पे ये अच्छा नहीं है तो नहीं है भाई अच्छा.
सही बात है. तो ये मेरा क्वेश्चन था आपसे, आपने आंसर ही कर दिया कि एक, तो मैं बताती हूँ वेयर आई एम कमिंग फ्रॉम. अगर कंप्लीटली चीजें मैनुअल है तो ऑफ कोर्स उसमें टाइम बहुत लगता है. एंड आई एम वेरी क्यूरियस टू जस्ट अंडरस्टैंड दिस फ्रॉम अ डायरेक्टर्स पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू कि जैसे अगर आप कोई वेस एंडरसन फिल्म देखो या कोई वोंग कार-वाई फिल्म देखो, वो सारी विजुअल पेंटिंग्स बनाते हैं, वर्सेस अगर आप अनुराग कश्यप फिल्म देखो वो बिल्कुल ही ब्रूटल ऑनेस्टी दिखाता है. तो बिकॉज चीजें मैनुअल है, कंप्लीटली मैनुअल है, यू विल हैंड पिक योर एक्टर्स, यू विल हैंड पिक देयर कॉस्ट्यूम्स एंड द टेक्सचर्स एंड हाउ इट लुक्स लाइक इज वेरी मैनुअल. व्हाइल इट टेक्स टाइम, पर वो बहुत ही डिफरेंट, वो साथ में वो सेम दिखने का कोई पॉसिबिलिटी ही नहीं है. बट लेट्स से अभी आप कुछ एआई से जनरेट करते हो, उसके कुछ एक लाइक फॉर एग्जांपल उसके पेंटिंग स्ट्रोक्स या उसका जिबली बनाने का तरीका या कुछ कुछ चीजें ऐसी होती है जिसमें एआई की चीजें, जैसे एआई का ह्यूमन बहुत ही पिच परफेक्ट दिखता है, बहुत ही यू नो लाइक डर्ट फ्री थोड़ा दिखता है. आई नो लाइक
It is, yeah,
आई
yeah.
नो इट्स द
No,
प्रॉम्प्ट
no, it
ऑल्सो,
is.
यू कैन ऐड नुआंसेस टू इट, बट आपको लगता है कि बहुत स्टार्क डिफरेंसेस पॉसिबल हैं आज के टाइम में इन द एआई टेक्नोलॉजी, लेट्स से यू आर
I
बिल्डिंग.
think so. I think so. Even if it's not possible today, tomorrow it will be possible.
It
Let,
will
let me tell
still
you why,
get there.
right? No, when you, for example, just the thing, right? Just the thing, Manisha. So, for example, let's say if I say, okay, I want to make Ghibli, for your maybe, it will create maybe similar faces because
हाँ,
it knows the some characters is a
उसका
Ghibli. But
फाउंडेशन
if
सेट
Ghibli
है.
makes it, it will be different, definitely refine it and make the different, even if
Hmm.
it is AI, right? Anurag
Oh,
Kashyap will also
very
say, okay, no,
interesting.
no, right?
That's
Anurag
right.
Kashyap will say, okay, okay, this is fine, but let's add this one. Let's do this one.
With a more advanced
Yeah,
AI
Wes
tools,
Anderson,
उसमें सब
I'll tell you,
हाँ.
I'll send it to you clips which I made in Wes Anderson style. Okay. I
Oh,
also send it to you which I made in the K drama style and Japanese style and then Indian mythology style. You will see the differences. Everything AI, but
hmm.
different, right? It just, again, it's just a taste. You say, okay, I want a man, European man or Indian man, it will obviously give you the same man. But
Hmm.
it's up to you. Do you want to use it? Do you want
Correct.
to use in your story, right? If you use it, then yeah, that's fine. It's law of thought. You
Correct.
want to have fun with AI, you can do that. Obviously, you will do that and work with that. It's like a shooting with your camera. Everyone has a camera, iPhone 17
Hmm.
Pro, whatever it is, right? I can shoot it also. People are shooting amazing movies out of it. The same
Hmm.
camera, same camera,
Exactly.
same world. They changed
Same
it.
pencil, but
Dubai
two
in Dubai,
artists. Yes.
in Delhi, same weather, same thing. They will shoot it. You will shoot it. They will post production do it. You will do post production. Change the difference.
Hmm. So with advanced AI tools that do not sit at very user friendly agents, like for example ChatGPT creating Ghibli, उसको पता है कि आप आर्टिस्ट नहीं हो, तो वो करके दे रहा है सारा 90% काम करके दे रहा है.
Yeah.
All you change is the prompt, but with a more advanced creator first tools like let's say Morphic,
Yeah.
possibilities are endless.
I tell you this one in LLM text perspective. Okay.
Hmm.
It is easy to understand it. So in text, what happens is that when you say, okay, like I wrote this paragraph, can you make it better?
Hmm.
ChatGPT, right?
Hmm.
It will give me a better version of that with
Yeah.
maybe better word strength, sentences, and everything. You also do that, maybe give you
Yeah.
the similar results. But what I do is basically, okay, I'll make it tight a little bit here and there. I change after I get from the chat GPT. So my text would look different than yours text,
Right.
right? But in AI world, people don't do that. People just take it and paste it. So every
Yeah.
mail will look same.
Correct.
Like the format you use is AI. Like you see the AI differences. But in that's why people are not doing the after work or before work. That's why the every maybe scenes look same. But if you
Yeah.
do that, it will
It will
change,
start to look different.
right? I'll use ChatGPT different way. Text the mail would write a different way. For example, the word tightness and everything. The word I use, for example, would be different than yours and other people's, for example. But if you say free flow to AI, then it will give you the same result to everyone.
करेक्ट. इंटरेस्टिंग. तो जब हम बोलते हैं इट्स एन एआई फिल्म, जिसका एक थोड़ा अभी कॉनोटेशन बन गया है ह्यूमंस वर्सेस एआई एंड स्टफ, But what you are essentially saying is AI is just a tool. It's just a camera, a pencil, which is in the hands of a human artist. So
Yeah.
it's a collaboration still. Like for example, de-aging भी एक AI tool है जो movies use करे जा रही हैं, but they are never called AI movies. So we are looking at AI as a tool and not because with I think वो connotation इसलिए है because unlike any other technology, AI has the capacity to be very independent in decision making or in because it's so advanced than other technologies. It has a more it is a little more skewed towards, or you can take it to an independent thinking mode. Maybe that's why the connotation is there that people are looking like humans or AI, a little bit of that. But what we are essentially saying here is it's a tool that makes your job easy, that it makes it faster, and sometimes make it a better input. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I see. I also tell I have this feel like sentence which I say to a lot of filmmakers and directors and other people is that they also think that okay, when I give something to AI, it will give me exact perfect result in the first try, and then I just use I have to use it.
Hmm.
And that's not how it goes, right? So for
Hmm.
example, they say okay, ChatGPT, I use ChatGPT, I use it some part of the story, some I made my own, right? And that's how you do it with image and video also. They feel like very constrained. Okay, AI ने मुझे दिया है तो I have to use it. Then if I don't use it, then I don't use AI anywhere else. No, that's how
Acha.
not to it.
Hmm.
You consider AI or generation as a intern.
Yes.
Okay, is it, for example, if you're a director, if you're a creative director, assume that AI is an intern who
Hmm.
just came out, joined yesterday.
Hmm.
Okay. You give some work and it will give you the work instantly faster. That's the only difference. But sometimes you don't use the result. You say, okay, no, no,
Right.
do this now.
Right.
Okay, give me this frame, discard anything else. Consider AI as an intern,
Very interesting.
right?
आई थिंक दैट्स हैपनिंग एनीवेयर. मतलब पहले म्यूजिक भी मैनुअली बनता था, फिर डिजिटाइजेशन आ गया तो बेटर हो गया. लाइक माय पर्सनल ओपिनियन अबाउट लाइक म्यूजिक्स डिजिटाइजेशन is like when in the Mohammad Rafi Kishore Kumar era. I don't know if you like, do you like old Hindi
Yeah, yeah.
songs? So in that era
Yes.
सब कुछ मैनुअल होता था. एक पोएट होता था, वो पहले पोएट्री लिखता था. कोई सोच रहा है गाना, बिकॉज उनके पास कुछ ऐसे टूल्स का एक्सेस नहीं है, तो हर गाना ना थोड़ा डिस्टिंक्ट साउंड करता था, लाइक सुनने में भी, और लाइक पोएट्री
Now
डिफरेंट.
everything is same.
अब थोड़ा सा हो गया है ये, क्योंकि ऑटो ट्यून काफी गानों में चला गया. जब ऑटो ट्यून नया आया था, ऑल आर इंडी पॉप्स इन द 90s, लाइक सिंगर्स का वॉइस थोड़ा सिमिलर साउंड करने लग गया, और कुछ बेस बीट्स ऐसे चले गए जो थोड़ा सिमिलर साउंड करने लग गया. तो जैसे जैसे ये हुआ, डिजिटाइजेशन हुआ, नोबडी लाइक सेड नो टू इट, बट यू कैन फील देयर इज अ डिस्टिंक्ट, एटलीस्ट आई फील, इन माय ओपिनियन, थोड़ा
Yeah.
सा रिपीटेटिव हो गया.
See, that's the thing. That's the thing, right? You can actually make distinct song, but people are
हाँ,
not making it.
वो
It is
लेजीनेस
not
है
a
फिर.
fault of tech.
That's your laziness. You are liking that. You are green lighting that.
Yeah. I mean, this is the thing. Like okay, AI आ गया तो मैं अच्छी फिल्म नहीं बनाऊंगा. ऐसा अच्छी फिल्म नहीं
सही
बनेगी.
बात.
That's an excuse. Like you can make good films with AI also,
आप
without
चूज
AI
नहीं
also.
कर रहे हो. आई कंप्लीटली अग्री विद यू, बिकॉज मुझे लगता है नॉट जस्ट लेजीनेस, पर एक वो होता है ना, ये चल रहा है फॉर्मूला, एक वो भी हो जाता है ना. जैसे अभी क्या हो रहा है, एक्शन मूवीज चल रही हैं, देयर इज अ फॉर्मूला गोइंग ऑन दैट एक्शन मूवीज आर वर्किंग इन थिएटर्स, और एक्शन 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 ही क्रिएट करते रहते हैं, एंड देन यू आर सेइंग देन द आउटपुट इज द सेम. ऐसा नहीं है. यू फील कि यही चलेगा, दैट्स व्हाई यू लाइक मेकिंग इट टू डेप्थ ऑफ दैट कॉन्सेप्ट. जब वो
Yeah, I
नहीं
mean,
चलेगा
it's
तब
see,
आप मूव
always
आउट
is
करें.
the people's
या.
fault.
या.
Technology is so innocent, right? If you ask me, like people are people.
People are people. I think on that note, I completely agree. I tried couple of short films from Morphic. मुझे बहुत distinct लगा visual. In fact, जब वो aftermath में murder like की तरफ जा रहे हैं, मुझे genuinely लगा I'm walking down a Hong Kong street. I don't know if you were showing Hong Kong. I
Mm.
have been to that place, and I could remember that maybe it's Japan. I've not been there, so I was remembering Hong Kong street. और फिर वो नूडल खा रहा है, बहुत ही रियलिस्टिक पर्सन लग रहा है. लेकिन जब जैसे कुछ मूवीज ऐसे हैं जिसमें थोड़ा ऑडियो और लिप सिंक नहीं हो रहा, तो डू यू थिंक अभी कुछ
वो
ऐसी
तो
चीजें वो धीरे धीरे होगा?
yeah. So lip sync and everything is still little bit getting solved
Unsolved.
slowly. I think we have seen good models, so I think it will help. It will solve. But still, like at the end, it's just a matter of time. Like, what do you want to? How do you want to integrating with in your test or film, right? So I've seen people. VO3 came with the lip syncs.
Okay.
You also add audio, and then people
The lip
actually the character will speak up on that, right?
This ocean, it's a force, a wild, untamed might. And she commands your awe with every breaking light.
The problem is that now people actually started explaining the whole thing. Like when you are talking with someone, story, it will speak everything. Okay, this happened, that happened, and this happened. It feels
because
like, okay,
people
like
are
don't tell
liking
me,
to
like
use
show
that
me,
tool. Oh God.
right? I
Yeah.
mean, people want to have more dialogue.
Hmm.
I actually keep less dialogue in my films,
Right.
in my stories. So if you go there, if you
कुछ
see how very
बैकग्राउंड में
less
चल रहा
dialogue,
है बट बोल नहीं रहा है, वो बातें नहीं हो रही हैं,
बोल नहीं रहा है.
लॉट ऑफ थॉट्स.
और वो भी very small clips. There is no voiceover. I don't do
हाँ
voiceovers in
हाँ
my. If I create, there is no voiceover. I hate
हाँ.
voiceovers. Show me, like don't give me the bhashan of the whole this voiceover. Okay, kya hua? Then what is the point of visual? Just give me the headphone. I will listen
Correct.
it to your story, right? So it again, it's a different people, different thing because
Hmm.
voiceover came, people are adding a voiceover because it's easy,
Hmm.
right? It's very harder to showcase the dialogue, emotions together. So let's do voiceover. So we don't
Hmm.
have to do that, and story still feels complete. But that is a lazy storytelling, in my opinion. Um, and the next step I'm making, I'll share with you all. Like I'll put it on the YouTube as well. It has also like very political. It's a political thriller drama.
Oh wow.
Also very less dialogue, but you will see the emotions and everything very well. There is no voiceover again. Um,
Hmm.
but again, like the dubbing, I'm coming with dubbing and lip sync, it will get solved
Correct. किसी को
easily. Yeah.
वैसा भी कंटेंट बनाना हो थोड़ा वर्बोस, हाँ मतलब वो आई थिंक धीरे धीरे
कर
चीजें
सकते
सॉल्व
हो.
हो जाएंगी. मुझे ये भी एक चीज डिस्कस करनी है कि लाइक फॉर एग्जांपल देयर इज अ सर्टेन टाइप ऑफ सिनेमा which for example fits very well in the realm of AI. Let's say for example where you are saying things like you like, जहाँ पे लिमिट्स को पुश करा जा सकता है, जहाँ पे एनिमेशन वर्ल्ड है या फिर मैजिकल वर्ल्ड है, फैंटेसी वर्ल्ड है, these can be like created amazingly. But do you think there is also a side of films which is a little more realistic, slice of life, simple, just a lunchbox, or like
Yeah.
some of these simpler stories? Um, do
I
you think
think that will be easier.
easier to?
I think people have done that.
Oh,
Emotions are a little bit harder in general, but people actually can do that in house, right? So, for
hmm,
example, when a house is basically you don't need a VFX team or animation team to refine something, you can just iterate over the models and then get the output what you want, angles what you want directly. So it will be easier to make, but takes longer to make. So
hmm,
that's why people don't do that very often. They want because see, just write elephant flying and jumping, doing that and etc. It will do easily. Like looks great
hmm,
on the screen. So people just make that and then publish it quickly. But you can make lunchbox, right? You just need patience. You can make the good story out of it just with two people sitting, not talking, and then just showing the emotions. You can very well do that. And I think people will do that. We will do that. If people want, we will do that. I think we will pick those kind of stories soon, and then we'll show like how to do that. It's just people just want to make good Marvel style of fighting scenes, and that's why they just portrait more. It looks very good, but you can do different kind of movies 100%.
in this as well. And I am a pro technology person. I also believe in the fact that it's about the artist. Where do you want to choose it? कितना magnitude में you want to choose it, it's up to you. But technology has made lives easier. It has given power to anybody, especially people with, let's say, lack of money or funds or something. But creative people can thrive with technology, and that's what we've seen the world with the internet. How many people are making money is unbelievable. Of course, internet के भी cons हैं. But having said that, like for example, in last year, a movie that was made by an open source editing tool called Blender, then
Yeah.
was pitched against Inside Out, which is the biggest Disney franchise and the most expensive production house franchise. it beat it and it won the Oscar, and it was created on an open source
Yeah.
editing tool.
See, this is a good example. It's a Blender. Blender, everyone had access to Blender.
Yeah, but that artist chose to make flow out of it.
Yes.
Hmm.
It's
So,
the same thing. Like, it's just a taste.
so then tell me this, because I'm really interested in the kind of mad monies that is getting involved in making movies. You hear figures like 100 crores like it's nobody's business. But what do you think is going to be the future with movie budgets? And if there is a person straight out of a university has an idea, has a good story, if somebody wants to make Interstellar with AI and technology capabilities, what is the budget saving we're looking at?
Yeah, it's very hard to tell, to be honest, because you
Hmm.
also need a lot of pre-processing, post-processing in today's, if you use today with do AI, but definitely cheaper than what he made.
Yeah,
But that's again, like, no, see, that's a different thing. For example, he could have used VFX, but he didn't.
yeah.
Right? Kind of, he could have used a lot of things which just a computer generated or 3D, for example. You could have used Blender, example, right? Or
Yeah,
some other tools, not as a Blender, but the other tools. But he didn't. He wanted to do that. It's just people's love for the film. Okay, I want to have like actual space scene, for example.
huh,
It just people. That's how people choose to do that. It
yeah,
is not that he could have found cheaper alternative. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, he could have done that, but
yeah,
he didn't do that.
yes.
But college student could do
Should do.
that with AI.
Yes, exactly. So he will be able to do that. And as an audience, like if the feeling, so whenever I see Interstellar, I cry because it is such a profound movie in the sense of the meaning of everything. They had scientists on board, they had the most accurate phenomena and stuff like that. अगर मुझे वो story नहीं भी पता होती, अगर end product is making me feel what I felt looking at the Interstellar, so as a watcher, do I care about the behind the scenes stories, like what went in it? If the movie could make me feel what it made me feel, then how does it matter to me? Like what has gone behind making it?
Okay, there's an interesting thing I want to say here. Okay, so when you say, okay, you look at that, you feel something,
Yeah.
right? It is because of the not just the visuals.
Yes.
I will show you the same exact visuals without edit
Yes.
and without sound, and you won't feel zero. Like, you won't feel nothing,
Yeah.
right? It just because, like, there is also a concept called where to cut. Like, there was a essay on that, every frame of painting, or I think a nerd writer, either of them wrote it. I forgot the name, like exact channel. But there was a, like, concept of where to cut.
Hmm. Yes.
Okay, and what to sound and everything. So everything is basically making you feel the way you feel.
Hmm.
Same scene in Bollywood, they put something else, and then you won't feel a thing.
Yeah.
Same visuals.
Yeah.
It just like how they would choose to keep the shot like static, or let the sink in, let the feeling sink in. For example, if it cuts like maybe 5 seconds before, you won't feel it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, Minisha? Like, it is not about AI now.
Those kind of shots.
It's not just about AI now. Like, it's just about, like, how do you create, use it, edit it, post product it, add the music out of it. Everything is the angle, camera angle. I can just have like one static camera angle in one shot. It will feel great. If you just cut, it will nothing.
Correct.
If you see Jackie Chan's movie before, old movie, check the shots. The
Hmm.
fight sequence are like static shots.
Correct.
Don't jump. There is no fight.
Touch भी नहीं है
Jackie Chan
काफी time.
actually did
Yeah.
older movies of Jackie Chan. They don't have a cuts in fight
Yeah.
scenes.
Yeah.
You see the sequence. अगर यहाँ उसको मारा, then he will fall down or do something and come back on this thing. ऐसा होगा. You
Correct.
don't see the jump of camera in the action sequence. Now
Correct.
you see every action movie have jump
Yes.
in the cuts.
Yes.
So that why you feel good connected with Jackie Chan. Okay, ये हुआ रे, ये यहाँ से आया. This feels also funny.
Yeah. Because with
Because you see
realistic
the
लग रहा
whole
है वो
sequence
हो रही
happen.
है अंदर.
Sometimes he goes to the hole and then come back here in the side and jump to the roof and come back. So you feel good connection of the whole scene.
Yeah. You become a part of it क्योंकि वो सच में कर
You
रहा है,
become the
उसको
part
सच में
of
लग
it.
रही है, उसको सच में हंसी आ रही है,
Ah.
whatever is happening. And then
So
you're like,
so that thing, actually you can do that in both with AI. It's like you choose how to do that.
and you can't do it in with or without it. अगर आपको नहीं करना है तो आप नहीं कर पाओगे, चाहे आपको कोई भी
नहीं
divorce
करोगे, नहीं करोगे, नहीं करोगे, वन शॉट आप नहीं करोगे तो नहीं करोगे
नहीं
आप
करोगे.
there are a lot of movies they fight in one shot, right? Like Old Boy has a very good sequence fight scenes, one shot, like no camera cuts. The Birdman is a one shot, like it's a very beautiful movies.
अभी जैसे
Now like people are
adolescence
actually
आया
looking for
था.
the cuts.
Yeah.
Yeah, so people want to do a cut. Okay, man, if there is no cut required, why you want to cut?
Yes. अभी adolescence came. Did you see that? एक कोई
No,
show,
I haven't.
उसमें भी ऐसे ही कुछ था कि it's no cut. Every episode has literally zero cuts, and it had that, like, it builds that anxiety, right? Like, if it's a chase scene, if there is no cut, there is no space for you to breathe also. So,
I think it's just like how you. That's why movies, films are very beautiful to me
yeah.
personally. Like it basically evokes the emotions in you. Like you feel which you don't feel in somewhere else. You feel connected to the characters in anime also. Like the most of the villains have a backstory. So once you watch that, you feel okay. Oh, this guy is good.
Yeah.
Even if it's a villain, for example, he has reasons. So humans are very gray, not a black and white in a way, general emotionally.
That nobody is a
So
hero
once you
or a
show that,
yeah.
when you show those things with AI, without AI, it's just a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
You feel good. Yeah.
And I think ये आपने बात बहुत ब्यूटीफुल बोली कि अगर किसी की बैक स्टोरी बता दो फिर आप सबसे कनेक्ट करने लगते हो ना. लाइक फॉर एग्जांपल महाभारत, राइट? When Krishna has done some here and there things, and even like Duryodhan had a reason or a meaning, whatever.
So yeah, so I had a very interesting conversation with one director from India. He said, like I want to tell the mythology in a different perspective, like Ravana's perspective, like why he did what he did and
Yeah.
what he wanted. Obviously, ego and everything is a part of it, but as a human, like you have some kind of a mental state, right?
Yes.
And then you do things according to
From your
you,
POV.
according to that.
Yeah.
So how it would look like? Obviously, obviously bad is bad thing, but in general, like just changing the perspective of the of the film, for example, and it will just show. You cannot show that in real life. Like you have in real life, everyone has a different perspective, but people haven't tried to show the different perspective in movies like this, for example, right? Very rare. Like people do that. In animation is very common. In films, it's not that common, to be honest. But if you show that, it's amazing thing.
Yeah. In fact, I saw a play called Ravan Ki Ramayan. It keeps releasing. It also starred somebody famous, Puneet Isar or somebody, and it was very interesting. So it was like I consume mythology stories like stories, and I love stories in general, in whatever form, shape. If it's a good story, I would love to see it. And they showed things like Ravan also had a whole kingdom or a whole like group of people to take care of, and the kind of finances that was going in the war and stuff like that. So they showed that perspective. And I mean, when a perspective is shown with true heart, every human can relate, and then it's hard to like hate a person single-handedly.
Yeah, I mean, everyone has the reasons and everything, but sometimes people are bad. Some people are
bad is
good.
bad,
There's a different story. But it's just general, like you can tell different stories. That's what I'm trying to say. Like you can change the narrative, you can change the emotions, as you mentioned. Those kind of things you can just do, and it is possible with AI. I'm not worried about AI. Actually, I'm very happy with AI that even I can create the stories. That's the main thing, right? Like I want to create the story. I could have done this sequence, for example, without AI. It's out of budget and everything. And I've seen good stories coming out from people. The people don't have money, and then they have to go and working for the TCS. Even they're maybe Nolan level people, probably. They could have done
like
kind of
7
great
billion people.
movies.
Why can't there be more Nolans? There definitely are more Nolans.
Yeah. So I feel like, yeah, that will happen.
मैं इसके लिए बहुत excited हूँ. So there are a lot of people like within India, within every street, you will find every talent. You will find a great musician, a composer, a writer, a filmmaker. You just have to go to one street or one block of India, because that's how many people live here, and how can there be such less talent? तो ये तो बहुत एक्साइटिंग है कि विद so you are essentially opening one more door or of people enabling people to share stories, create their own stories and share it with people. उसका रिजल्ट दोनों होगा. उसका रिजल्ट होगा like average people thinking they're great artists also using their tool and creating it, and really good talented people will be identified कि ये कौन, like for
Yeah, I mean,
example.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's a
yeah.
camera, right? iPhone. Like you can use iPhone
हाँ
for
हाँ
raw footage, log footage, or your
हाँ
birthday party also.
एग्जैक्टली exactly. और वो भी अच्छी है, बर्थडे पार्टी देखने में मजा आता है.
हाँ.
बट
Yeah, yeah.
एक और इससे मेरे को like I don't have, I'm curious. तो with internet what came in is एक टाइम पर there were only so many video content out there. कुछ थिएटर पे लगते थे, कुछ टीवी पे आ जाते थे through channels and broadcasting. Today if you think about the micro content, video content, blogs and reels, and everyone's a creator today. Like everyone has a phone. They are creating content, and there is
Mm-hmm.
plethora of very good content also, which is the boon. And also like all sorts of content, जिसकी वजह से क्या हो गया, too much competition. Like I feel with so many videos, attention, there are twofold argument. One, attention span has gone down to a point
Yeah.
that I talk to my Gen Alpha, Gen Z cousins, and they can't watch a movie. Forget about shows. Forget about, like, if I recommend
Mm-hmm.
Sopranos to anybody today, they will say, "आप पागल हो, 23 एपिसोड पर सीजन का, 9 सीजन, 10 सीजन का शो देखूंगा बैठ के. I don't have that attention. I can't sit in a place. Too much stuff is out there, so choices are a lot, which means nobody, like everyone has a half-watched movie, half-watched show. Nobody is इतना ऑडियंस नहीं है एक चीज का जितना प्रोड्यूस हो रहा है,
Mm-hmm.
which is leading to this like distribution bottleneck. What do you think about the distribution? What do you think happens to the end consumer who's there to watch, who's there to consume?
I think it's just I feel like it's a natural flow of things. So let's say if you give the easy tool to the people, they will create the noise and they will create the good thing out of it. It's similar to blockchain happen, right? Like people have access to blockchain usage transparency. Some people are using good, some people are just betting,
They are going
right?
crazy.
You cannot stop. You cannot have good things and then democratize that thing. For example, if you
Correct.
give everything to everyone, they will use it for everything. So
Correct.
there is no censoring or doing thing here and there. In terms of a lot of content, we are thinking on that. I think we can come up with something in the near future. But what I feel is that it just filtering out the good content at the end.
Hmm.
Like, how do you filter out the good content, people to watch, people love to watch? I think that would be the just
Hmm.
um, and how we going to do that? I don't know.
Correct.
We'll see. Same with TikTok, right? TikTok has a lot of content, Instagram Reels and everything, like a lot of content nowadays. But some people are creating good content. You follow them, you start watching them, for example. Um, so I feel like it's very harder to filter, but yeah, let's see. But yeah, I think there is no stopping that, in my
Yeah.
opinion. Like, if
Noise तो
if you
होगा ही.
give people tools, they will create something.
Yeah. And
If you have
out
a
of
lot of
that something,
people,
only
if you
something great can come out also.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, you cannot do have one good thing and then you cannot avoid bad things. You cannot have that.
Correct. And very recently, I don't know if you read, Netflix bought Warner
Yeah,
Brothers
yeah, yeah.
Studio.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, I was thinking distribution के तो platforms और बढ़ने चाहिए, but of course, like there are players
Come
who
on,
are
man. I was
so.
thinking the same thing. One less distribution platform, but yeah.
The problem would be the
Yeah.
distribution somewhere else only, which is by the way like a crazy move. So because I was also thinking about like distribution, curation. Some of these platforms, YouTube did a very good job. It had an audience. Like for example, TVF came in 2013, the viral fever. Have you seen like pictures or any of their content? I'm sure
Yeah,
you
yeah,
have.
yeah.
तो जब वो आया तब उससे पहले यूट्यूब वीडियो एटलीस्ट इंडिया में द सीन वाज वेरी डिफरेंट. इट वाज वी हैड अ पॉइंट वेयर इंडिविजुअल क्रिएटर्स स्टार्टेड कमिंग इन, बट ऐसे शोज नहीं बन रहे थे और मूवी और शोज का अलग होता था. दिस वाज लाइक यू वर लुकिंग एट समबडीज फैमिली ब्लॉग और मेकअप वीडियोज और gaming videos and stuff like that. Individual creators were there, and then TVF came in and said, hey, like, I'm going to create a production house here. We're going to only launch our stuff on YouTube. And YouTube algorithm, of course, like solved for distribution. So I think that was an interesting era. Um, and that also, like, this is what I like about technology and like the internet empowering people. Those talents also like came out. By the way, like, what is your favorite TVF or something that is on YouTube that you watch that you liked? Like, what's a topic for you?
YouTube actually, I watch very less.
Okay.
I do like film essays, like every film of painting nerd writer. I think I watched it mostly all the episodes, but I think otherwise it's just with trailers of video of movies or sort of things.
Yeah.
Not much on the YouTube. I like music on the Apple Music,
Nice.
and mostly movies, Netflix, Crunchyroll,
Yeah.
those kind of things. Yeah.
I still feel YouTube does a really good curating my playlist scene. Like, I've tried Apple
I
Music, but
actually,
you create
yeah,
your own
YouTube,
playlist.
I keep removing the, no, no, remove the, yeah, history because it sometimes
Oh,
kachra,
acha.
there is
Huh,
a lot
then
of
it's
things. I keep doing that.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Then
Um,
it's like
I
that.
used, yeah. At one time, I was there was called Don Zaz or something. I forgot the name of the channel, but it was a very good Don's tune. It was very Zaz, smooth Zaz play
Lo-fi jazz.
channel.
Huh, nice.
Yeah, not
Don
lo-fi. It was a very simpler jazz, like normal
classic.
mainstream jazz,
Huh.
classic one. But it was very good visuals, like very simple. It's very good.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So
Very nice.
I used to watch it,
यूट्यूब has
listen
gone
it.
through a
Yeah.
phase change. एक टाइम पे जब ओटीटी नहीं आया था, एक थिएटर होता था. यूट्यूब started getting used for like watching stuff as well, like full mainstream shows, 6 episoders and stuff like that. So now, of course, like I also use it for explainers. I use it for music because I think they do like good curation, and then I also use it for trailers and stuff, and uh, they are also going the
Yeah.
shorts direction only, which is interesting. So, JD, we're now gonna have a fun segment, and then we'll go down to like asking you more question about what's gonna happen in the future because I don't know why I'm very curious. Before we move on to, so I'll have a segment where I will ask you a rapid fire. My channel is called against popular likings of film format is called Jump Cut 2. So we will have a rapid fire that will move like jump cuts faster. But before that, I just want to wrap our conversation on what do we think is going to happen with the jobs. You said there will be more jobs created with the advent of AI, but currently like in a film, there are a lot of professionals and BTS jobs, let's say editors, designers, screenplay artists, screenplay editors, and cinematographers who are overworked, paid less in the scene. Do you think either like AI can embrace them, empower them, or it can also like replace some of the people? In general, what do you think is going to happen to jobs? So,
Yeah, I mean, it's just a progression of life, right? For example, if things change, or WhatsApp is a good example here again, or maybe bank, ATM machines. Like it actually, people thought, okay, they will replace the bank cashier or
yeah.
postman, for example, or something happened, right? But it like
Postman
people actually started,
got of got
right?
replaced in the process. I don't
Right?
know.
I mean, they actually started doing something else. So what
They
I'm trying
started.
to say is that maybe they see the camera guy who's holding the lights, he doesn't want to be there. Like
Oh,
obviously it's just a nature of like life, they want money, that's why they're there, but he doesn't want to be bada, okay, he wants to catch the light. What I'm trying to say is that they will figure out, maybe they will create, he has a good ideas, stories, like he maybe
exactly.
create become the director. So I don't see it's a bad thing in general. Sometimes people, if you are not good or something like that, maybe use AI, start using AI, for
Yeah.
example, and maybe you can be great. But just because like, I mean, just like, I feel like people will do find something else, or great content will increase, for example, as you mentioned. So, for example, let's say before you are creating one film in 6 months. Now you create maybe 6 months, 6 movies in 6 months. So you maybe increase your revenue, for example. No, those kind of things I feel like will be easier, or maybe somehow like the balance will come. I think people who are afraid of AI taking jobs, they are the on the top position.
Okay. Yeah. They
Okay,
are
the
afraid of
people
losing
who wants to
employees.
become
Lose.
director, he
Yeah.
won't say, okay, no, AI will replace me, and then I won't be a director. No, no, no. He wants to become director. He wants to make films. He will be happy with AI.
Hmm.
The guy who is not happy is basically not good and on top, and he wants to be there, and
Hmm.
not other ones. I feel like I strongly feel this. I've seen this in real life. That's why I'm saying this.
Yeah. So people are more afraid of losing employees because if someone's under somebody, that's when they're top.
if
So
my other guy fourth head is getting like he will get better output or better film, or he will be great director, then my job is in, like I can also there's no
then
job.
he's as good
He
as
can also
me.
make movies.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he can be better than me. That's my problem. Yeah, that's
Hmm.
the worry.
That's a very good take. So people who are at the top fear that if everybody gets the power, they can be as good
Oh,
as me,
yeah.
and then I'm at the same as any other average guy, or maybe a better, like I'm worse than somebody who's got the
Yeah, I mean,
opportunity.
this is very brutal. To be honest, I have very brutal opinion, or maybe controversial opinion, but I think this is true. Like people actually, I'm not saying everyone is like this. I'm saying people in general. Like, see, if your crew member wants to make film and he can create the film, then what is the problem
Sahi baat
in
hai.
general, right? Obviously, you can make movies. You can pay. You don't use AI. Just use create the shot. If you want to pay them, pay them. That's fine. But you say, well, I'm going to make him work 6 months and going to pay only 15 days work, and then he's going to leave and then create his own movie. Then I'm saying, okay, AI is taking the
Here's the
jobs. It's not
problem.
true.
Hmm. And they are convincing people कि तुम्हारा job जाएगा AI से. Hmm.
No,
Nice.
no, I think everyone will have, like, if you want to really, really want to make movie, and
Hmm.
if you're not getting a chance, I think this is your chance.
Yeah. And people who will get that chance will appreciate it. Like for example,
If
um,
you have a great taste, and if you think you're a great director, if you're saying, okay, you can great movies, then you don't have to like say, okay, I cannot leave my job, or as a sport boy I cannot go and then do a movie. That those people will be able to do that now, which is amazing thing.
which is amazing, which is empowering. Yeah. Okay, so I think let's go to the jump cut to records. You have to be fast. That's the only rule. Uh,
Okay.
I mean, take your time, but don't take much of a lot of the time. Okay, so I want you to think of an underrated film or show that you like, and you still feel people have not seen it enough. Nobody talks.
Fargo.
Fargo, the
Fargo
show or the movie?
show
The show.
is very
I've
good,
seen.
very good. Yeah.
I've seen season one. उसके बाद मैंने भी देखा है, so I'm also guilty of like not completing the whole thing. But season one was like bang on. So
Season
nice.
was very, very good. Yeah.
Favorite anime of yours? Show or movie?
Code Geass
Nice.
is anime. Yeah.
And do you play like online like video games? If yes, favorite
I
game?
do I do I do I do play video games. Yes. And
Favorite game?
favorite video games, I think RDR2, Road Redemption.
Oh, that's also my husband's favorite, and he's like, we one of the legit upsetting moments is I have not completed an RDR whole thing with him once. I'm like,
Very
what do
good.
I do?
It's
I
very
see
good.
you play. He's like, it changed my life. How can you not see it? So yeah, I will have to do that. One song that's in your playlist on repeat right now. So your current jam.
Current jam. Actually, I don't have a current jam right now. I'm just while driving, I'm just listening to rain and cloud and those music. So it's
Doesn't
just
that make you sleepy?
waves. No, I like it. So waves and
Wow.
thunder and rain.
Almost like white noise, brown noise, nature noise.
Kind of, yeah. Yes, yes.
What's your
I have
favorite?
that. I have that one. I have that one playlist, which I will send it to you. You just close your eyes and listen to it with headphone. It's just
I
waves of San Francisco Bay Area. It's very amazing. I'll send it to you.
Amazing. I would love to try that. मैंने कभी ऐसा कुछ नहीं सुना है. Like मैं कभी-कभी like when
Yeah.
I want to sleep, I play rain and stuff because it's comforting. Especially when it's not rainy out there, I want rains. When it's not cold out there, I'm fine with that cold. I need the opposite of
Mhm.
what we have outside. What's your favorite food that you would say is worth traveling to that far off place for?
Dabeli.
Dabeli.
Yeah,
Oh,
Ahmedabad. So I love
Marwari
dabeli from Ahmedabad. No,
from
no, no,
Ahmedabad.
Ahmedabad. Yeah,
Oh,
from
Ahmedabad.
Ahmedabad.
Is that not a Marwari cuisine? I have a Marwari friend and I've had dabeli at her place.
I don't know. I mean, it's Kachi
It's
dabeli. I don't
Gujarati.
know where it is from. Gujarat. I don't know which origination of that, but I
So,
love
like, you
dabeli.
would
So
pick
I would
dabeli
travel.
over vada pav.
I would say yes to travel.
Okay.
Yes. Vada pav, I won't travel. I like vada pav. I maybe try if I'm in Mumbai. I will try vada pav. But if I want to travel, if someone forced me to travel for eat something, I'll pick dabeli.
Nice. And one place that you've been to that is was unexpected or like changed your life or like favorite place to travel to in the world.
In the world, I think I don't have any place that I want to travel and then reach there. I just want to go home sometimes. Just that's it.
Home. Nice. Home
Yeah.
is the best place to travel to. What are you watching right now?
S line, Korean drama.
Oh, what is it called? Sorry?
S line.
S-Line. Nice.
It's a thriller, uh, little bit thriller, yeah. Because it came to my, someone mentioned to me, it's a little bit weird drama. Not weird, but it is good. But I think, yeah, it's a good drama. Okay,
Nice.
okay.
Oh, and the last movie that you saw in theaters which blew your mind.
Oh, I don't remember last movie I saw in theater because I
It's been
don't
long.
go to theaters a lot nowadays. My wife doesn't watch a lot of movies, by the way, so
Oh.
I
So
don't
like
remember.
not in
Sorry,
theaters in general. The last movie that you felt was the great moment.
I don't remember to be honest. So I don't say I would love that movie to be honest.
Okay. Any book you're reading, any favorite book recommendation you have for anybody out there?
Book recommendations. Actually, I was reading the Time Watcher or forget the name. Like right now, I'm not
What's
watch
it? The Watcher in the Rye? The
something like that.
Catcher,
I'll maybe
Catcher
send
in
it
the
to you
Rye.
later. But no,
Yes,
no,
sir.
not Catcher. Like it's Time Watcher or something. It's related
Okay.
to time traveling, etc. But yeah, I'm not reading book right now. A lot of busy and stuff, making stuff and then making the
Yeah.
videos and yeah.
And what's your
But
favorite? Yeah.
yeah, I was,
Sorry.
I read a lot of, obviously I read Harry Potter a lot, like before,
Oh,
all the books.
nice.
Then, yeah, then some philosophy.
Are you
Yeah.
excited about their upcoming series, the Harry Potter?
Not much to be honest. Not
Nobody is
much.
excited. Yeah, I can agree as well. Like the OG is almost untouchable. But let's see, we'll still have it. I'll still watch it because I'm a big Potterhead. What's your favorite gadget or your tech obsession?
Like you use every day or something?
Yeah, you can use it every day or something that you're like, I don't know, your pick. Could be phone, but
I have this chair.
this chair?
Okay, it's not a gadget. It's a chair.
Oh,
It's a low zero gravity chair. It just goes like this. Like you sleep, it goes like this.
and it has a
And it
stand.
is amazing. It's a chair. It is a chair. I'll
Oh,
show
it's
you
a stand.
maybe take the photo. It's just a very common, very
Okay.
easy. But I like this. I don't know why. Like I like a lot. If I go there, I sleep mostly. I would just think.
Wow. It's
But it's
called a
very good
zero
chair.
gravity chair.
Yeah,
So
it's called gravity. You have seen that, but you don't know what's the name of it. But it's very
probably I would have seen it.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Very
it's very available everywhere.
nice. And who's your favorite filmmaker that you study or who you would like to work with as well?
Maybe this guy, Park Chan Wook.
Wow. His new movie is coming or has come. I'm forgetting.
Yeah, it is coming.
It is coming,
But I
right?
think haven't. Yeah, this is yeah. It is not. It's 25th December, I guess.
Oh, it's this month itself. This month, very great. Like good movies. What are you looking forward to? Like this Park Chan Wook movie for sure. Anything that you're like excited to watch? There's Avatar coming. There's a bunch of good stuff in the lineup. Anything else that you're looking forward to
No,
watching?
I need to watch this his next movie. It's called No Other Choice.
No other choice.
It is coming. Yeah, it is coming. So I would love to watch that. Um,
And
yeah.
you would watch.
Other than thing like I
No.
think Odyssey is also coming from Nolan. I think I'm not sure how it would
Yeah,
work turn out, but
2026.
I'm pretty sure this one, the No Other Choice, would be better. Would be
Oh,
good.
nice. Nice. So between Park Chan Wook and Nolan, who would you pick?
I would just Park Chan Wook.
Nice. But what is your favorite movie of his, Park Chan Wook?
The Handmaiden.
Oh, nice. I thought Memories of Murder, but yes, I can also like
Memories of Murder is good also, but I also like The
Handmaiden.
Handmaiden. Old Boy is also very good, but yeah.
Yeah, nice. So who's your dream collaborator in terms of not just the director, but like a dream collaborator? Could be a musician, could be an artist of any kind that you would like to work with.
Okay, one is obviously Park Chan Wook, but uh, Phoebe Walker-Bridge as a writer.
Oh, Phoebe
If I
Waller-Bridge,
want to,
the
yeah,
Fleabag creator.
Waller-Bridge, I might like. I would love to work with her on some comedy probably. Yeah.
That would be so sick. Please get this happen. Please make this happen. She's my
Yeah.
favorite creator as well. I mean, unka like I think that's what also like sometimes diversity bring on the table, like a different perspective, a different viewpoint, a different life story that led to Fleabag is amazing, Crashing is amazing, Killing Eve is
Yeah.
amazing.
So I think I mean it's just not about the diversity in general, like no human or etc.
Diverse
I'm just talking about the
experience, not
purely
just
experience. Yeah. I like to watch. I like her work, her writing style. So if I'm making a comedy kind of a movie, I would definitely pick her.
I
Dark
would
comedy kind
definitely
of a thing.
watch that.
Yeah.
I would love to watch that. Um, any film that you saw, and I think I'm sure you have this film, which you thought you would have done a better job in making that film.
Lot of movies. I don't want to obviously give the
Give us
name.
the list, name.
No, I think there are. I don't have a particular film in my mind right now. That, okay, I could have done better, but the film where they explain, I don't like.
Hmm.
Like and some like very easy things. So, for example, people are talking. It's very secret, like no, very high stake conversation, and you are just talking, and someone is listening because you
Hmm.
are just seeing that way, and then someone is hiding. Those
Ah,
kind of foolish movement I don't want.
yeah.
It feels like very lazy film making. If I want to say something to you, for example, for my life, very specific to my life, right? Very high stake thing. Then I would definitely don't do that in my house where everyone's sitting. I
Yeah.
always go maybe far beyond. I will make sure no one is there, or maybe meet
Yeah.
you somewhere and then do that, right? I won't chat directly, hi, the whole thing. I will ask if you are around, where you are, who are you with, and then maybe talk with you. No, it's common sense. Like, just
Correct.
put little bit common sense in the movies, please.
Correct. That's why I really like. I don't know if you've explored Malayalam cinema, and I have a recommendation just because you said verbose and like mid से movie start होती है. एक recent movie आई है. It's called Echo. It's Malayalam,
Oh.
and I would just urge you to watch it and tell me how you liked it because I love to
Okay, we'll watch.
also know. बहुत ही मतलब मेरे हिसाब से अभी इंडियन स्पेस में बेस्ट मूवी आई है. सो व्हाट आई आल्सो लाइक इन मूवीज इज जब मेरे को कुछ ऐसे देखने को मिलता है ना जो मैंने कभी नहीं देखा. So yesterday I was having a chat with my friend and Tarantino has come out with his list of I don't know if you know, but Tarantino came out with his list of best 20 films after in the 2000s. and a lot of other controversial opinions as well, which I don't want to talk about and give him footage. But I was discussing my top 20 list, and I was also thinking कि भाई, like in this frame of time, like India, like a lot of Indian movies were there like 2010 से पहले, but वो थोड़ा 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 करके सारा हॉलीवुड ही था, because of the same fact कि हम थोड़ा वर्बोस कंटेंट बनाते हैं तो थोड़ा सबको समझ आ जाए, इजी हो कंज्यूम करने के लिए. But this was really nice. Echo.
See, this is the thing. Like, no, he always says, okay, like, no, he makes movie for himself.
Tarantino.
Tarantino, like, he doesn't care about other people's opinion in general.
Yeah,
And I think that's how movies should be, right? No, if I'm
I
making
agree.
something, I want to watch it. I want to watch it. Film I want to make.
Yeah, directors को थोड़ा, हाँ, I also completely agree. They should not think about dumbing it down for the audience, making it for the audience. Make a film for yourself, and that's when people will relate to you. ऐसा तो नहीं है ना कि एक इंसान अलग ही है, उससे कोई तो relate करेगा. So I really liked the kind of novel stories Malayalam cinema is picking these days. कि मतलब if I were to give you a snapshot in this movie, they are showing two dog experts, two people who are like experts in training dogs, and they are showing a time when Hitler was around, and they are showing the time when Hitler was around in Malaysia, and then they bring
Mm.
somebody from Malaysia to Kerala in that time. So like so many novel aspects got
Mm-hmm.
that it was very interesting कि ये कौन सोच रहा है stories, like they're showing Naxals, they're showing Hitler and Malaysian lady and dog experts. I'm like कुछ भी नहीं सुना मैंने कभी भी, so I just loved it. So but that was nice. Uh, and when we are closing, I want you to give one advice to one creator who's intimidated but has a great idea. What is your one advice for her, for him or her?
No, reach out to us if you are like if you're afraid how to use AI and everything. Reach out to us. We'll help you. If you have a great story and if you think like you are can create a great content, I think we can help you. We are helping, actually helping a lot of people, so we definitely want to help them. Um, and AI is kind of a tool, right? You might not get the best out of it from day one. You have to learn it and you need to refine it.
You
Everything.
don't
I think
have
that
to
would be
give
the.
up on it. Don't give up on it too early,
I
basically.
think people always. This is what I'm saying. Like, people think them as a AI. AI is a director. No, no. Consider AI as an intern,
Huh.
and then your perspective will change.
Yes.
I think that is a good maybe advice that okay, don't consider it as the director like or AI is right. Don't consider AI is right. Like you consider them an intern and then just get things which you want, ignore which you don't want.
Nice. It was lovely, lovely interacting with you, JD. Thank you
Thank
so
you,
much for your
Manisha.
time. We almost took 2 hours of yours, but thank you so much for being so patient. Let us know like what's coming up next on Morphic, and
Okay,
we'd
yeah.
love to see that. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, Manisha, for having me. Thank you.
Thank you. Take care.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.